I am a professional video editor, and I'm going to roast the storytelling and editing of MrBeast's 40-minute video. For the past 4 years, I have blamed MrBeast for ruining YouTube with the worst editing trend in history: retention editing.
I just bought this train! $300 million mega yacht. I'm supposed to get out of this!
I never understood it. I thought it was awful because, truthfully, it was bad storytelling. And I talked about it publicly a lot.
So much did happen. It feels like nothing's actually happened.
When everything is fast, none of it is.
Storytelling is so bad, it's as if we meet Frodo and then we immediately cut to him on top of Mordor.
I might have watched that whole video, but it in the end probably meant nothing to me.
I think MrBeast, he's created a core education on how to make good content. And at one point, MrBeast agreed, which is why we worked together on some videos. But no matter how much I tried, he stayed believing in retention editing. Until now, I think. Supposedly. Jimmy posted a 40-minute video that was preluded with tweets claiming he's ending what he calls ADHD content and to be more storytelling focused. And Jimmy, I know you, I don't believe you, but I do also love being proved wrong. So for the first time, I'm going to watch the entirety of this video and roast its storytelling and editing to find out if Jimmy is finally abandoning over-editing and instead being a good storyteller. This video was brought to you by HillierSmith.com, where you can find a masterclass on how to edit like an artist. But for now, here's the roast.
Once again, behind me are 100 people, and they range from the age 1 all the way to age 100.
Okay, already I have some thoughts. One, he's already delivering in the promise. He's reiterating the title and the thumbnail.
Once again, behind me are 100 people.
He mastered that, and he still pioneers it. He's creating one of the most valuable resources on YouTube. Trust. You can trust that this video is going to be good. But this is clearly a game show that is based in reality, where we're going to be seeing real events happen. So actually, the fact that the video opens with a clearly CG environment, you can see the edges around Jimmy. He's clearly in front of some sort of green screen. And even with these guys, clearly they were standing in front of something for them to be comped. This isn't an actual shot. Those types of shots can be cool, but if not done well, this affects the believability of the video. And so that being your opening image makes me not trust the video. Oh, and also,
once again, behind me
is this. There's big energy, and once again, behind me is this. So there's a dub. He is redubbed.
Once again, behind me are 100 people.
So again, that is adding to me not believing the opening of this video.
And they range from the age 1 all the way to age 100.
But I am weirdly okay with this shot. This was to also visualize the idea and the concept, and that is kind of hard to do practically. You need a much bigger justification to when you're creating a CG shot. This, I don't think had enough justification for a CG shot, therefore I don't believe it. This, to visualize the concept, I kind of forgave and understood this shot.
Everyone, go to your cue!
Like, if you just zoom in on it, I just wish this was done with more practical in-camera operations. They did this similarly with Squid Games. The difference in that is that Jimmy still had the X amount of people behind him, and then they CG'd the environment. But with this one, the fact that all of this is so many different comps, I don't believe it. I need a reference point of reality to then justify the CG environment. But the storytelling here is great. He's using escalation to help us understand the information. First, we reveal Jimmy, and that's all we need to focus on. Then he reveals the 100 contestants. Now we understand that concept. But we have this little red carpet in the center that is telling us that something else is about to be revealed. So he's hinting towards the escalation, but still keeping it focused enough for us to understand the concept. And by us knowing that we're being teased, we're then rewarded with noticing it, which then reveals the massive scale environment. We have been taken through step by step each concept for us to understand. So that is excellent storytelling.
Go to your cue! And unlike any of my past videos...
There we go, now we're in reality. There we go, I believe this shot.
And unlike any of my past videos, these 100 people will decide themselves who deserves the 250 grand. Everybody, enter your cubes. The challenge has officially begun. If any of you...
Oh, okay. I got confused here for a second.
Everyone, go to your cube.
Everyone, go to your cubes. Implied that they were entering their cubes?
Everybody, enter your cubes.
It's the same point again, but I see why. He had to give the exposition of...
And unlike any of my past videos, these 100 people will decide themselves who deserves the 250 grand.
It meant that he ended up essentially kind of repeating a line.
Everyone, go to your cube. Everybody, enter your cubes.
I think just the editors just didn't know what to put there. I don't know what to put there either, so I'm gonna forgive it, but I just had a moment of confusement. And also, Jimmy, you're looking good in a suit. I could have been tailored better. Come on, Jimmy, you could afford a tailor.
And unlike any of my past videos, these 100 people will decide themselves who deserves the 250 grand.
That is a giant briefcase, and I'm not feeling the scale. You have to make the money feel big, and I am not feeling it here, which is an image that Jimmy has done quite a few times, and the money still fills up the shot. That I felt the scale. With this, that is a giant briefcase and I'm not feeling the scale. I would have done that the other way around. 250 grand wide shot, but we need to want to know how big that is. Then you fill up the shot to then make the money kind of be overwhelming, kind of pretty much taking up the entire shot.
Enter your cubes. The challenge has officially begun. If any of you decide to leave or even touch the red line, you will be eliminated. How far do you think?
Yep, I like that. Simple but effective storytelling here. Replay that motion. We have this wide shot. We're seeing everyone enter, but in the next shot, we're seeing everyone enter again, but then we're seeing them enter again on these other shots, and it's again and again and again and again and again. Of course, we are breaking reality in this, but we accept it. In film language, it's okay to be replaying the same moment like that. I'm gonna be very, very arrogant and very, very cheeky here, but I believe this is one of the influences that I had left in the time that I worked with Jimmy. The last video edited for Jimmy was when he cured 1,000 people's blindness. And I did a similar concept where I match cut eyes and had it scale up and up and up faster and faster and faster. And that match cut created this sense of scale. And they use that same idea here.
If you decide to leave or even touch the red line.
And then they made it even more effective by using an eye line here, by telling us where to focus. And so the red line, as Jimmy's mentioning the red line,
you decide to leave or even touch the red line.
We then see that red line be highlighted, and then the zooming in starts zooming into that specific line. So there's even more advancement to the match cut. It's a classic eye line technique. Our eyes are naturally drawn to the brightest part of an image. Simple touch, but extremely effective.
Touch the red line, you will be eliminated.
I just did a whole speech telling you how great it is on this subtle but very effective storytelling, but you were still so unsure if people understood that you still put an arrow in. I thought we were past that. Everything leading up to this point was pretty great storytelling. You made me understand everything in very clear, smart, concise ways, but you didn't make me feel dumb about it. Up to this point, to a degree, you've respected the audience's intelligence, because respect is also a transaction in trust. You trust that I understand your video. But I think you got scared that audiences didn't quite understand it yet. And so you still put an arrow there. You have expressed to the audience that you think that they are dumb. Instead of softly taking us through a tour of the rules of the game, it now feels like you've grabbed me and gone, hey, make sure you understand the rules. I kind of feel violated after that, if I'm honest. You have to express respect to the audience. Treat them to the top of their intelligence, and they will enjoy your video so much more.
How far do you think you'll make it in the challenge?
I intend to go the whole way.
All right, let's see how the 1-year-old...
You're still using that bloody font. I hate that font so much. Jimmy, you're growing up. It's time for you to find a better font.
How far do you think you'll make it in the challenge?
I intend to go the whole way.
All right, let's see how the 1-year-old's doing.
Good contra.
Do you think you'll win the money?
No.
Let's see how the 1-year-old's doing.
A vine boom? A bloody vine boom? Come on, Jimmy, come on. You have the budget to be buying fantastic sound effects, but the fact that you're still using that, just please, any other sound effect than the vine boom sound effect. With all of this though, good storytelling here. He wanted to emphasize the contrast of the contestants, so he interviews the person who's 100 years old and then interviews the 1-year-old. So therefore I hope, once he's created that contrast, that we then start getting some character development from the rest of the contestants.
Have fun with the tablet.
This is the line that's going to make it all the way to the end. 48, feeling great.
It was clear from the beginning that the...
Okay, and now I hope that these are people who are going to be consistent characters throughout this whole video. One of the biggest criticisms Jimmy's always had is that people who win are people that we've probably never seen the whole video. But he has improved that, especially with the previous 1 versus 100 video. The guy who won, they sprinkled in consistently, so it felt like he earned that win. So I hope one of these people that I have seen is a important character.
It was clear from the beginning that the middle-aged people were the most focused and determined.
The middle-aged people were the most focused and determined. And we kind of had that with this guy. Look how fucking menacing he kind of is. And then we kind of got her looking like, hey guys, I'm having fun. So that's kind of contradicting it. We should have had another shot of a middle-aged person looking focused and determined. This is just contradicting.
Determined, but that didn't go for everybody. If you step out, you lose. Okay, the 2-year-old is now eliminated. As you'd expect, the first to leave were the youngest. Did you have a good time? We'll ask it a year when he can speak. And some.
What's been very good here is they've been setting up some very good stakes. Stakes is a very thrown around word, but there's a more clearer way of describing it with the word but. Okay, not that type of but. Give me a sec. Let me break it down a little bit more clearer. As we're seeing here, the people in their 20s and 30s seem to be unifying, but the middle-aged people seem to be more focused. Now, so we're very clearly setting up, I hope, the people between up to 20 and 30 and up to 30 and 40 or middle-aged, they're going to be where the most conflict is. That's set up. So there is your pattern. Setup, pattern, but the comedy of it.
If you step out, you lose. Okay. The 2-year-old is now eliminated.
But the children, yeah, they're being eliminated straight away. Conflict, joke.
Already, by hour 1 of filming this video, 6 people have been eliminated. And
see, that's fun. Unnecessarily obnoxious way of eliminating them, but there's something really funny about that. And one thing I'm liking about the writing here is that he says 1 hour in, 6 people have been eliminated. But for us, we're 1 minute in. There's also a nice reassurance that the story is going to be optimized.
Unlike this video right here, that was more of a last to leave, this challenge is about making friendships and convincing people to like you. They decide who wins the 200.
Nice. Simple. Making friendships, convincing people to like you. So what are they doing? They're cutting to people making friendships. I know, it's a basic concept, but it's quite surprising how many people don't know about that idea. Make sure your B-roll is literally literal.
Decide who wins the 250 grand. And I didn't know it yet, but this video was by far the most intense video we've ever filmed.
Are you serious? You are a kind person. Don't eliminate me.
Attention, everybody.
Oh, that was interesting. We're asking audiences to commit to a 40-minute video. So, of course, let's tease where this is going. And then, of course, they're adding towards that intensity with the desaturation, but yet smartly still keeping the blue. So skin tones are all kind of ghostly. The flickering filter on top kind of also adds a sense of intensity. And the transitions between the cuts are also have a dark feeling towards it. Emotionally set them up that this is going to get kind of dark. So there's so many fantastic things have happened throughout the first minute, 20 seconds of this video. So he has efficiently given us the context of the game, also set up storylines of who is going to be fighting against each other, showcased how quickly it is for people to be eliminated, and is now setting up the emotional promise of the video. I've just described the entire first minute and 20 seconds in 10-20 seconds. There is very clear intended beats in all of this. All right, all of this was on the first minute and a half. Let's give this video a bit more space. Hello, cheeky segue. I have to admit, I made a mistake in something that I wanted to give you. I made a masterclass on how I see storytelling and editing, but I made it for a limited time only. I realized I cut a lot of you out wanting access to it. So I fixed it. My masterclass is no longer locked away. It's available right now. It's everything I know about storytelling and editing. And I made this masterclass because I wanted to go against the algorithmic games. I didn't want to optimize my video for edutainment. I wanted to give you straight up education. So I hope to see you on HillierSmith.com, or the link is in the description.
Attention, everybody. Over the past hour, I hope you've all taken advantage of this time to make some friends, because you're gonna need them.
Nice little touch here. We're hearing this rhythmic music.
Throw 10 minutes on the board.
Uh-oh. Our eye line's over here, but if you're an eagle eye like me, you can see the shot kind of breaks here on the bottom left. You can see one of them taking something off their bed, and then that moment plays again with the comp.
In the next 10 minutes, I need 10 of you to leave.
Literally can't.
And ultimately, it is your responsibility as a group to convince 10 people to leave their cubes. And if you're not able to accomplish this,
this is fun. Again, very good visual clarification and react. There's a really simple formula happening here. Hey, I'm announcing the new rules. react, react, react. They're all actively listening and they're all kind of calm. And then we get an escalation.
In the next 10 minutes, I need 10 of you to leave.
Literally can't.
And ultimately, it is your responsibility as a group.
And then we get escalated reacts, escalated reacts, escalated reacts.
And if you're not able to accomplish this, we're gonna randomly eliminate 25 of you.
And what happens? We then get another escalated react, escalated react, escalated react. Each of these cuts are responding to each other. Earlier we talked about the but storytelling. The other aspect of that is the therefore storytelling. And those two words are the most important words that you need for editing. Jimmy announces everyone's attention, but you have to convince 10 people to leave their cubes. Therefore, people are reacting to that information. But if you're not able to eliminate 10 people, we will eliminate 25. Therefore, we get another escalating react. But we begin right now. Therefore, the stakes are high. That entire concept was therefore and but. That's all cutting is. I know it's simple, but it's quite shocking how often I don't see this happen. That's why I have to celebrate it. This was meant to be a roast. This is so far actually like an edit breakdown. Great work.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to do the 25 random.
We need somebody to leave. I'm not leaving.
If you're past retirement age, you gotta go. If you are not above the age of 12, you gotta go.
There we go. I'm loving how fast these cuts are. A lot of this is reacting in perspective here. It's great work. I can imagine how disconnected all of this actually is, and the editors have had to connect all of it. This is tough. I can imagine how astronomical this sequence was, but great work.
Already a minute's gone by and no one's left.
7 people leave with me. I'll go out.
Good. I like that. Good wide shot to then really escalate the scale of everyone arguing. And all I got was just some of the sound bites of these people begging. It kind of reminds me of the Titanic shot that I've always loved.
You can come out.
Oh, that's out of sync. Oh, that's out of sync.
Kids, you can come out.
Ooh, slightly, just like maybe 2-3 frames.
You can come out.
But most people won't notice. Very intense dramatic music here as well. And then when she begins to escalate, the music escalates slightly. And then the music kind of drops for a moment for Jimmy.
Already a minute's gone by and no one's left.
Makes him seem like he's in control of the music. And then when he then pushes the stakes up a little bit more,
Already a minute's gone by and no one's left.
the music escalates even higher.
7 people leave with me. I'll go out.
The rhythm picks up so much more aggressively. This is great work.
You can come out.
You gonna take one for the team?
I can't do it.
So this idea has become quite repetitive now. One of the riskiest emotions is repeating emotion. So of course, let's now get some variety. So now we're getting essentially the same concept, but now from a different perspective. We're now seeing it from Jimmy. Simple, but effective.
Take one for the team?
I can't do it. I came here for the long haul.
Yo, do it for the greater good.
BG3, go.
Are you gonna get out? I'll buy you Robux. I promise. We have one! We have one!
And actually, what I really like about this is that we're having someone who's 33 doing really bad negotiation tactics.
BG3, go.
And then the children are the ones that actually have good negotiation tactics.
Are you gonna get out? I'll buy you Robux. I promise.
There's something really funny about that. So that's really good storytelling.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Yep, reacting. I like it.
1. You all were unfortunately not.
Good, great cut of Mac there of him just like, yep, they screwed up. I think you can see one of the most important rules in all of this. It's not about the game. It's about the reactions. Cutting to someone reacting has become one of the most important aspects throughout this entire video. And you'll be able to see all the editing is designed to set up the next reason for someone to react. Context, react. Context, react. Context, react. That is essentially so far this entire video.
We're unfortunately not able to come to an agreement, which means a random group of 25 contestants will now be eliminated. And to ensure it's random, we're using this machine to pick the contestants we're going to eliminate one by one. Chandler, grab a ping pong ball.
No, okay. VFX editors were showing off on that one. And I know I ranted about it earlier, but this VFX I think is justifiable. Because again, it's trying to help visually clarify the point. But it then transitions back into reality, which is why I then like it. It understands when we need to move away from the reality for the audiences to understand, and when we need to come back to maintain believability.
Our first elimination is number 18.
That sucks.
Please, I'm a star.
The next elimination is...
I like this. I like this. What's good about this is that this video has been quite loud.
7 people leave.
People were arguing.
53, go.
People were overlapping each other. The music was quite high in intensity.
3, 2, 1.
For them to then maybe do that again on this next beat, we're not going to get a good sense of change. And so the tone of the video has now become a lot more quieter.
3, 2, 1.
Our first elimination is...
Especially with the feeling of consequence that they're about to have, that is quite a sinking feeling. This isn't a moment of panic. This is us waiting for the punishment. And that feeling is quite quiet. The music drops down. We're hearing just oonts, oonts on each cut.
Number 18.
While a reverse hit sound effect is building up.
Number 18.
All of that creates that anticipation of the consequence.
Number 18.
That sucks.
Please, I'm a star.
The next elimination is 80.
Oh, that was a dub. That was a dub.
The next elimination
It's
is
fine. I've just noticed it.
85. Remember, you guys chose this. 82.
The feeling here is consequence. But this scene's fine, but I think this does deserve a little bit of a roast. There is something fundamentally missing in this scene. I've lost perspective. This entire video, I have been praising the fact that we've been cutting to so many reactions. And it's done an excellent job in characterizing everyone, and we're seeing the whole experience from the perspective of the contestants, because they are prioritizing the screen time. This scene has now kind of began to prioritize the perspective of Jimmy a little bit and him having very fun and eliminating all of these people, which is fine because he is the one in charge of the consequence. But we are now losing a lot of people's perspective and their reactions on it. And so I wonder if there was a moment where one of the contestants went, "Oh, shut up."
The next elimination is 85. Remember, you guys chose this.
"Oh, shut up."
82. Oh. Number 80.
I'm sorry, boss.
Okay.
99. Don't worry, we only have 19 more balls to go. 12.
See, I would have wanted another one.
Don't worry, we only have 19 more balls to go.
"Oh, shut up."
12. 24. 22. 19.
By the way, I'm liking the cheekiness of this, the cheeky tone and the fast cuts.
29.
I'm sorry, son.
Nice. Yes, that was fun. Rhythm here is excellent. This is another really fantastic element of using rhythm to escalate the story. So the first person being eliminated, that felt about 8 seconds. Next person being eliminated was about 5 seconds. So the pacing's already picked up a bit faster.
82. Oh.
Then that was around maybe 2 to 3 seconds.
Number 80.
I'm sorry, boss.
Okay.
That was also about 3 seconds. So now we're getting some consistent rhythm here. So it's spending about 3 to 4 seconds on each of these people. The rhythm is getting faster. And so we've set up the rules and the idea of what's happening, and now we can kind of start to speed through it a little bit more to then really emphasize on that consequence.
24. 22. 19.
Oh, this is brutal.
29.
And we're still getting some comments,
I'm sorry, son.
but then use that break to then motivate into essentially an action sequence of so many people being eliminated all at once.
And our final elimination. It was 13.
And with that rise in energy that we've just got, we can now justify us slowing down and focusing on the last person being eliminated. And that is one of the most important techniques for retention. Rhythmic variety of your cuts is so effective for storytelling and retention, because you really were able to take me through such a fantastic emotional roller coaster with that sequence. Great timing there as well. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Editor, you used the music to help you with the timing of that, and it was very fun. Jimmy, give whoever edited that sequence a raise. I'm serious.
Look at all the people you eliminated.
I'm sorry.
And then we get, oh my god, brutal. Brilliant.
Plus 25 people. Grateful that it's not me, though.
Still here, but I don't know if I feel good about it.
Every number that came out.
Okay, hold on. And they gave him a little bold effect there. Made me even more suspicious that I'm being told to focus on this person because of that weird bold shining effect we've just had. So I think we're finally getting one of our main characters being established here.
Still here, but I don't know if I feel good about it.
Every number that came out.
Yeah, we've seen him before as well.
You
gonna take one for the team? I can't do it.
Yep, there he is. Okay. This is good. Screen time is one of the most valuable tools you need to use for me to be excited about the end. And so the fact that I've seen these guys multiple times, yeah, I think they've been sneaking in the main characters.
67 of you remain. Congratulations. And as always, once someone is eliminated, we obviously destroy their cube.
All of that was nice because I think so much has happened in 4 minutes. I kind of wanted a break.
And after the onslaught from the last challenge, I thought I'd give them some time to recover. And so I let them hang out in their cubes for a bit.
Ah, there was another meme sound effect in there.
Let them hang out in their cubes for a bit.
Ah, I heard it.
Hang out in their cubes for a bit.
I actually quite like that one. That one's quite funny.
Which ended up being a challenge of its own.
Hey, if you don't want to spend the night, all you gotta do is just step out of this cube.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Because by the time day 2 started, so many people had been eliminated, we were already down to 55 contestants remaining. We're to start the new day?
I didn't like that scene. I don't believe this emotionally. I've been told that it's isolating, but I don't feel isolated here. I would have framed this with inertia storytelling rather than past storytelling. VOs tend to give a sense of this is happening in the past in a way. But the problem is in that word. Past. How I would have framed this is I wish we had a shot of Jimmy leaving and then we then cut to a wide shot and there's just this moment of silence. Maybe we do get a few comments of them being like, this is weird. I'm uncomfortable. Wait, why am I here? Therefore, that is what's causing these people to be leaving. I wanted that sense of isolation. I wanted that sense of claustrophobia.
Start the new day by seeing if you can all unanimously agree on who should win this $250,000. If all of you can agree on the same person, they instantly win the $250,000. But if only one of you vote for someone different, we're gonna do a challenge and eliminate a bunch of you. Who do you think?
There we go. We already know the rules here. React, react, react. We've got that formula down now. And now we're getting perspective.
Who do you think should win the 250 grand?
11.
All right, well, it's already ruined. You all could not unanimously agree on who.
Okay, that was fun.
Each row now has to decide on a captain, and that captain will then represent all the contestants.
All right, the VFX guys are just showing off at this point.
For the next 15 minutes, each row tried to decide who their captain was going to be.
Do you want to be the captain?
If you don't want to.
As long as you choose to not sacrifice us.
They've been setting up 17 a lot here as well. I think 17 is going to be another contestant later on in the video.
What age do you want to represent your row?
30.
30.
We got it!
Nice, nice.
Hey, do one of y'all volunteer?
I'll volunteer.
64. I'm okay with 64.
Who in your row do you want to be captain?
Me. I came in a 5 for this thing and I'm gonna win it.
I like that. That was cute, having him be last. Naturally, they had one of the most real lines.
I came in a 5 for this thing and I'm gonna win it.
And most like characteristic lines last. There was something really nice about that. And it looks like that just happened naturally, but again, I liked it.
And if any of you captains take the money we offer, you and your entire row are completely eliminated.
Ooh, fun.
My first offer.
Wait a minute. I saw that. Guy opens his mouth and a fly flies out. Were the editors just bored at that point? I can't fault that. That was funny.
My first offer is $1,000.
Stay tough, 42.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm not eliminating my row for $1,000.
Oh, and there we go. Good connecting storytelling here. You've now made their box golden, which was set up to when they were highlighted earlier.
My row for $1,000.
I'm not moving.
14, please don't.
Y'all are safe.
We are now getting even more therefores and buts here, by the way. The captains have been chosen. You've chosen your leader, but we're going to give them a reason to leave and betray all of you.
I'm not eliminating my row for $1,000.
I'm not doing it.
So therefore, we're holding our ground.
Offer number 2.
But
$5,000.
Therefore,
Don't do it.
If one of you step out, eliminate your entire row.
oh, nice contrast here. The fact that just seconds before he was very confident and now we're not getting his response. Ooh, that was interesting. Now that we've had that seed of doubt.
Your row, I will give you this $5,000.
No, 42!
And now people are directly calling out 42. Ooh, interesting.
Don't eliminate us, 42!
Don't expect me to go anywhere for a while.
For a little while.
Don't expect me to go anywhere for a while.
Oh, I think 42 is going to betray them.
Don't do it, 30!
I just hope my wife agrees with whatever decision I make.
Now we're creating a really great sense of doubt here.
Don't do it!
Oh, there we go. No responses again.
10 grand isn't worth hurting these people. I like them a lot more than 10 grand.
20 grand. We're going until one of you step out.
That ain't enough. That ain't enough.
We're now at $50,000.
This is fun. This is fun. This is good. And now they've all gone silent.
Been holding strong. But it was clear once we had $50,000 on the line, some of the captains were having a harder time than others. The next offer is, that puts us at 80, that puts us at 90, we're not done. Put it up there. The new offer is $100,000.
We're losing reacting here. What we really should have done is a much bigger escalation between each of their conflicting perspectives. Each new briefcase, you should have cut to one of their reactions. So the next offer is bang, 60, cut to one of them. 70, cut to another one of the captains. 80,000, cut to another one of them. That could have been such a great escalating experience unless they do it later.
I just need one of you 5 to step out so I can make you rich.
No, 30!
Really starting to feel the pressure now.
No, 42!
Ooh, uh-oh. I understand why, but I noticed it. So here at 7 minutes and 16 seconds.
Pressure now.
No, 42!
But then almost 1 minute earlier at 6 minutes and 11 seconds.
No, 42!
Got him! Whoever edited this scene, you used the same shot twice. But Jimmy, if you're watching this, don't fire them. This is fine. You had multiple editors on this scene and they didn't communicate properly. And so maybe 2 different editors used the exact same reaction soundbite, but neither of them communicated to each other to notice that they had reused the same clip. This is a very normal mistake to make. You're trying to tell a story here. And so sometimes mistakes like that happen. Oh well, it's part of the process.
Oh, I see 30 about to crack over there.
Don't move!
Don't you dare!
Ooh, there we go. It's cutting to him a lot. There we go, he's leaving.
Oh, he's doing it.
I'm doing it. I'm sorry.
Hey!
Are you serious?
But something was missing. Great build-up and tone and quality of him making the choice, but the story was missing. The missing thing here was the classic Kuleshov effect. We're seeing him looking, and then we're cutting to other people's reactions, which again is good, but we also need to be cutting to the money. I love these shots of him looking exasperated, and then we cut to a shot of the money, and then we cut back to him. That's him being tempted by the money. And then we cut to people's reacting towards it. Don't do it, don't do it. We cut back to him. We then cut back to the money, and then we cut back to him, cut back to the money, we cut back to him, but then we don't cut back to the rest of the contestants. They have been removed from the equation, been removed from the conflict. That showcases that he has made the decision and then he leaves. I wanted to see the relationship with the money rather than the relationship of the people. That would have made that sequence so much more impactful.
Oh, he's doing it.
I'm doing it. I'm sorry.
You jump cut it again. Let me be in this moment for real. Look, he skips the entire room, and that jump cut just took me out of it. Because when you're jump cutting moments like that, it's actually removing the real-time experience for me. Keep this in real time.
I'm sorry.
Are you serious? 30! What the heck?
I'm shocked.
Shame on you! Shame on you!
That's crazy.
30 has stepped out.
Oh my God, missing perspective again. Shame on you, shame on you. And he's hitting the board. You should have kept that, maybe repeated that sound effect going underneath. Shame on you. But most importantly, cutting back to the shot of 30, walking down. And we're hearing shame on you underneath as he's walking away from the people that he just portrayed. It's genuinely a scene in Game of Thrones.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
And it's so effective because we're holding on the person that's being shamed. We're seeing it from their perspective. I don't know whose perspective this is in, and you should have kept it on 30.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
This was like 70% there, but the lack of perspective editing hasn't made this as impactful as it should be. Hello, cheeky segue again. If you've been enjoying what I've been giving you so far, I can give you even more deeper storytelling and editing knowledge on HillierSmith.com. It is a masterclass of everything that I know about storytelling and editing. And I'm sorry, because afterwards you won't be able to see editing the same again. So I dare you to go take a peek. Hit the link in the description.
All of the 30s are now eliminated. You guys should have picked a better team captain.
I can't look. I gotta think of my son.
You lied, 30!
This line right here. This is the line that's going to make it all the way to the end.
Everyone in the 20s.
But I like that though. I like that. See, because you set it up and then you remind everyone about what he said at the beginning. Oh, that hurts in a good way.
Everyone in the 30s, you're all eliminated. I'm sorry.
What's going through your head right now? Yeah, we got screwed.
I kept thinking, like, that sets my kid up for a long time.
I wish this was a little bit sadder, but also this tension also works.
So far in this video, the 40s made an alliance to try to keep any of them from getting out, no matter what.
40 Alliance hung together. There's 4 of us.
Oh, there was 48 again, especially now with the context of betrayal. And now you show me 48. There's a good, therefore, plant seeding there.
Cast up your votes and see if you can all decide on a winner. And like usual, they couldn't agree. So we'll do a challenge and eliminate some more people. I'll be right back. The next challenge involves a spinning wheel that has all of the remaining contestants' ages on it. So go ahead, Chandler, spin it. Currently, there are 36 remaining, and we're gonna spin the wheel until we eliminate 6.
Good tension building.
Challenge. Bringing our
react, and then deliver on the promise.
67, I'm coming to your cube. And while I'm walking over to his cube, Chandler, spin it again. That wheel is going to land on another person's age. And when it does, you're going to have to decide whether or not to eliminate them.
Good build up.
55.
The challenge is simple. 67.
Great sound design there. Excellent.
You can choose if 55 is eliminated or stays.
Oh, really good wide shot pan there. That's a very nice touch. Oh, I bet it took a lot of work to do. I like that a lot.
I mean, he's giving you a pass to eliminate him.
His choice.
Wow. Okay.
Somebody got to go.
So, is that saying you want to eliminate him?
Yes.
Okay, the decision is final then.
All right.
I'm sorry, boss.
Yeah, there's not much else you can improve on that. Job done.
Oh, 47. Now, we're going to give her a chance to talk to you before you make a decision.
Have a peace of mind. I would love to stay. I don't want to go.
What is your decision?
She'll stay.
You survived.
And because she did not get eliminated, she now decides who stays and who goes.
I'm loving the flow of this. This is a really great flow.
We're staying together. 43 is staying.
The 40s Alliance was determined to hold strong.
You know what this means, right? Now you are in charge.
Oh, that was good. So there was a lot of back-to-back information, kind of repetitive, and then this small character moment just sneaked in.
You know what this means, right? Now you are in charge.
Yep, the pressure is on, and then we get her reaction, and we hold on it. Because it's just been dialogue, and then we get this break, and then we stayed on her for that brief moment. Those are the small touches that I love.
66. All right.
Yeah, there we go. Simple setup. As they're waiting for the reaction, we cut to 66, and we Kuleshov. There we go. That's a great payoff there. Simple storytelling, but very effective.
I know it's a hard decision for you, but I'd like to stay.
Oh, that's what made me cry.
If you let her stay, she
yes,
gets control.
Oh, there we go. I'm loving this. And great digital camera movement. Zooming in. He's there. It's like a devil over her shoulder. Oh, I love that.
It's up to you.
Oh, and you're staying on her.
66, you are so sweet, and it's been a pleasure getting to know you. Unfortunately, in this game, we're trying to stick together, and I've enjoyed you, but unfortunately, you're eliminated.
Thank you.
Okay. Brilliant. Oh my God, I actually can't believe I'm seeing this on a MrBeast video. How long is this shot? Guys, I can't believe it. This shot lasts for 11 seconds.
But I'd like to stay.
Oh, that's what made me cry.
If you let her her stay, she gets control.
It's up to you.
66 you are.
If you want a long shot, all it needs is context and setup, and we got all of that. We get the devil over the shoulder.
If you let her stay, she gets control.
We get her inhale, and then the tension is raised just with a little piano note as well. And all of those elements justifies us staying on that shot. And we also feel the pain of the choice that she has to make. For me as a filmmaker, I just love moments of choice, which is why I love this moment. Fantastic work.
66, you are so sweet, and it's been a pleasure getting to know you. Unfortunately, in this game, we're trying to stick together. And
great little sound effect there as well.
Unfortunately, in this game, we're trying to stick together, and I've enjoyed you, but unfortunately, you're eliminated.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's okay.
Yep, and then the music drops. There's moments of silence. We're in this moment of reality. We're hearing that awkward clap in the background.
Thank you, everybody. It's okay.
I like the fact that we are staying in it just for a good while.
Oh, brutal.
I'm so proud of you.
With 42's influence over 43.
Great.
We gotta keep control or we'll be eliminated.
We're at war.
I know.
Nobody.
Oh, great music cue as well.
57.
I mean, you don't even know 57.
57, you're eliminated.
40s, watch out for the 50s, because they'll come back after you.
65.
Oh, that's me. That's for the game, and I'm sorry.
Missed opportunity there. What's interesting here is that 42 is influencing the outcome of this sequence. He's the one who's actually in charge. And so what could have been interesting here, we have him load up the gun, but we don't shoot.
That's for the game, and I'm sorry. You've also been eliminated.
And then we cut back to him firing the gun.
That's for the game, and I'm sorry. You've also been eliminated.
Oh! I think this is the thing that I'm getting at a lot of this, is there's some really, really excellent production quality, some pretty good storytelling elements, but I'm also seeing tons of missed opportunity. Even more smaller touches that kind of add just that inch bit more character.
43 knows that if she stops eliminating people and gives up control of the wheel, the next person could potentially eliminate her. Oh! That's a big one. This means a lot to Gio. Don't take this decision lightly.
Is that 11?
Gio, don't cry yet. It's not over. I want you to listen to me very carefully. The next few seconds determine a lot. I'm gonna hand you this mic.
This is good.
And it's up to you to convince that person not to eliminate it. You understand?
Yes.
You are a kind person. And you are kind enough to not eliminate me.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Save Gio! Save Gio! Save Gio!
You got me.
Don't do it.
This is good.
Now's not the time to develop a heart, okay?
Okay. Gio, I admire you so much. You are literally the coolest 11-year-old I've ever seen. You've got tons of energy and spunk, and your future is super bright. But unfortunately, your time here is over.
No!
I'm so sorry.
Everyone
Brilliant.
was absolutely speechless. Everyone, round of applause. I feel it's...
You got me. See this? You got me. That was fucking excellent. No notes. That was done really, really, really well. Oh. There is just something about desperation. We're seeing 43, who's clearly not a brutal person, being influenced by someone who is brutal, but she's also in the desperate situation of she has to win. And so she has to eliminate a child who's also clearly desperate to also win. And it's a child, it's so vulnerable. Everything about that was just one word: desperate. There we go. This is the entertainment I want.
Everyone outside of the 40s knew they were in big trouble.
She's gonna eliminate everybody.
If you're not on 40, you're gone.
Once again, I don't think it's safe for our side at all.
17.
Oh, great.
17. Unfortunately, you are eliminated.
Thanks. Wah, wah.
Yep. What a great out. She was also a great character and great commentator throughout the whole video. I thought she was actually going to be there throughout the later parts of the video, but for her to be eliminated here, like now I don't know who's going to win. So the uncertainty of all of this is excellent.
And with only one elimination left, let's see who their next victim is going to be. All right, it landed on Feastables. That means all of you get the world's best chocolate.
I know you have to plug your product. Buy my course. Doing it at a moment like that, that clearly didn't happen. Obviously didn't actually happen. But I know you gotta plug your product. Buy my course. The whole video, I have had some really great moments of believability, but that has actually brutally damaged the trust I have in this video. But I know you have to plug your product. Buy my course.
How do you feel after the challenge?
I've lost the love for the 40s. I'll say it out loud. They decimated my crew.
The 50s don't seem to like you guys.
Because we knocked half of them out. If they had gotten the mic, they would have knocked half of us out.
I agree.
The moral of the story is trust no one.
You planted to see the 48 again.
Look over here, you'll see $250,000. Not to be confused with the other $250,000. And one of you can walk out with this one.
We're having the same issue again here. It's a production issue, unfortunately. Because the room is so big, that $250,000 feels so small. There should have been other ways to characterize the value of that money because it just doesn't feel like anything here.
If only one of you voluntarily step out and eliminate yourself, you win this $250,000. But if any more than one of you try to go for it, you'll be eliminated and win nothing. The timer has started. Let's see if someone wins $250,000.
I literally missed out on $100,000 today. This time, I'm gonna go exactly what I came here for. Just letting you know, I will be stepping out. So if you want to join me, then we can be losers together.
I think I might do it.
64, you going?
Yep.
Well, if you go and 42 goes, you don't get nothing.
Nice.
That is right.
It was abundantly clear that
Good use of comedy there. Tense music. Music drops, beat, and then jump cut to her sitting down.
That is right.
That's such a very comedic way of showcasing her making the choice.
abundantly clear that age 42 was going to do everything in his power to secure this challenge's prize money for himself.
I'm walking out.
60 seconds. There's only still one person. He's literally gonna win the same amount of money as the grand prize.
Someone could leave with this money right now. And if you do decide to leave, you must remain silent.
I really hope what's her name betrays, but we're not getting any perspective editing, so I don't know who's feeling tempted to leave, and so I'm not feeling the tension here.
He's hanging tight.
Like a rock.
Casey's sticking.
Casey's staying.
All right, bud.
3.
Oh, interesting.
2. Step out now or forever hold your peace. 1. Time is up. Let's see if someone just won $250,000. Guards, drop the curtains. If you look around, you'll see that 42 was the only one to step out. Until...
Okay, I see what you guys are trying to go for here, but I don't think it worked. You guys are trying to go for dramatic irony, and so we know that 42 has stepped out, and also us as audiences know that 53 has stepped out. So we know. And then, of course, the reveal is that the contestants don't know about the result. So therefore, the comedy is in the fact that the contestants find out, which is really fun dramatic irony. It's actually one of my favorite storytelling techniques, but I don't actually think it worked here. Play this in the context that we know that 53 has also walked out. The tension's gone.
Let's see if someone just won $250,000.
And especially because we're not cutting to people's reactions inside, we have no sense of perspective again.
$1 million. Guards, drop the curtains.
No. Because us as an audience have to maintain being in a contestant's perspective, I think we as the audience should have also been withheld that information, which is annoying because the journey you could have had is this. 42 has been an arsehole. He's been a pretty terrible person.
You know what this means, right? Now you are in charge. If you let her stay, she gets control.
And we're trying to stick together and...
I'm so proud of you. You don't even know 57. Is that 11? Now's not the time to develop a heart. I am so proud of you.
And so all of us actually want him to lose. And then he started bullying everyone that he's going to be the one to step out.
Just letting you know, I will be stepping out. So if you want to join me, then we can be losers together.
And so what we should have had, step out, and us, the audience, should have also been presented with the idea that he has won his $250,000. And so he's not getting a consequence. He's not being punished. The villain has won. And then that frustration for us, we're like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And then we as an audience then also revealed that he lost, he got a consequence. Oh my God, that would have been so much more impactful. Just another missed opportunity.
2 seconds remain. And someone all the way over there stepped out at the last second.
Nice. Nice patch cut. Now he's getting his comeuppance. But all of that stuff prior to it should not have happened. 42 should have been punished, and 58 should have been a hero. Hello, again. I'm so sorry. This is another cheeky segue. Yes, I'm shamefully pushing the masterclass again. It's because I'm so proud of what I can teach you in there. And if you want to see what's in there, all right, here's a trailer for it.
If you can generate emotion in your edit, you can make your audience not just an observer, but become the main character.
The biggest retention hack is just telling good stories.
If you're struggling to understand story, it's easier to think of story as change. This is the core intention between every single cut that you should make. The simple idea that if you put one shot here, cut, and then have another shot, what does that cut imply and say? I want to encourage you, can't be a YouTuber without being a filmmaker. This is the most important piece of equipment that you will ever own. This is the opportunity for me to then see the entire project on that macro scale. It's gone. I don't think I would have been able to find this story unless I saw it in this version. You'll be amazed how big of an impact a micro beat can make.
You can now start to think as a proactive editor, turning the footage into what you want it to be, rather than allowing the footage to tell you what it is. Discover how to be a storyteller, not just an editor. Hit the link and I'll see you there. Thank you for letting me just mention the masterclass a bunch of times. It is because I would love for you to see what's going on in there. Like how to start the edit before you make the edit. If you don't know what that means, that's why you should get the masterclass. So please, see what's in there on HillierSmith.com or hit the link in the description.
I made it very, very, very loud and clear with my voice, telling everyone, listen, there's only one winner here. It seemed to have worked until the last 2 seconds.
Wow, that was a Vine boom though.
Until the last 2 seconds.
That was a Vine boom.
Until the last 2.
2 seconds count.
I have like a love-hate relationship with this video. Some of this stuff is great, and then you do a Vine boom. I don't want any more Vine booms. Fire that editor, Jimmy.
Decision was made before the clock started.
It looks like the 50.
I love those little winks.
A decision was made before the clock started.
It looks like
really great setup and payoff there.
All right, time for the next challenge. Bring out the briefcases. At this point, all the people older than 40 began to pick up on what the next challenge was.
There are cases with numbers on them, like deal or no deal.
Oh my goodness, this is deal or no deal, I think.
You're gonna have some copyright issues with this. You shouldn't have said the game. You shouldn't have said the game. Now that you've acknowledged where you got the idea from, they can now sue you.
Our next challenge looks really similar to the very popular show Deal or No Deal.
Oh no! Oh, please tell me you got permission. Please tell me you got permission. I would assume you shouldn't directly reference another gaming concept, assuming that they probably own the rights to that game.
And so we brought out the face of the show himself.
Okay. Oh no. So you know how earlier I mentioned dramatic irony, where the audience knows something the people in the film don't? I feel what just happened is that. That was embarrassing. Let's move on.
Howie Mandel.
What up, Howie?
Everyone over the age of 40 really loved Howie.
Thank you, please.
14-year-old, you might
great comment.
Not have seen it.
Do you know me?
Wait. I might know some. Is music? Are you a music artist?
Fuck! That could have been played without the Vine boom. This is a creative video with some really good stuff in it, and then you keep sullying it with shitty stock sound effects. Stop using that sound effect. I'm pretty sure at this point you're actually doing it to annoy me specifically.
There are 16 briefcases. Pick your number.
I'm gonna go with lucky number 3.
We don't even need a microphone for this one. They're side by side.
We still have an alliance. You can trust me or not. If you are safe, I'm gonna let you keep your briefcase. Are you safe?
Great sound effects.
I am not safe.
Now I have to make the hard decision. No steal.
Okay. He chose not to steal 43's briefcase. Open it up for us. If she is lying, and this case does in fact say safe, the 40s will not be able to trust each other any longer, and their alliance will be broken.
I understand the VO clarity there.
If she is lying, and this case does in fact say safe, the 40s will not be able to trust each other any longer, and their alliance will be broken.
It was a little condescending, but actually, that time it was important. I actually was a little bit confused there, so that clarification did help. But what we should have had then on top of that is an extra element of build-up towards that. And the alliance will be broken. Doom. It's like, why would you set up that tension and then instantly relieve it? If you're setting up those stakes, you should let me stay in those stakes. And the alliance will be broken. Doom. The fact I didn't get that there was actually really annoying. And especially with her being a huge character throughout this entire video, this is the moment she loses. That was really underwhelming. The result of her should have been far more important than it actually was.
What do you want him to think is in your case?
Eliminated.
I'm gonna believe you and let you keep your case then.
Open the case.
Oh, there we go. I love the fact we had that small moment with Jimmy's reaction. Brilliant. Reactions, reactions, reactions. The content doesn't matter unless there's a reaction to it.
While her honesty did in fact get her eliminated, it did save 2 of the people in her alliance.
Are you honest, 48? I've always been honest with you, 5-1. You know that. I'm gonna make it easy for you. It says eliminated.
Oh, there we go. Now we're getting some dramatic irony. This is good dramatic irony. We know the result.
I am going to not steal.
Let's see if 48 was telling the truth. 3, 2, 1.
He was lying. Well played. That was well
done. Good build up, good tension, great dramatic irony. Yeah, that was excellent.
He says.
It says eliminated.
Steal or no steal?
No steal.
No steal. All right. Let's show her.
That was a weird edit though.
No steal.
You didn't have to jump cut. Was there a moment when she has that pose and then she leans over and does that? Like, I would have wanted that movement. The micro movement. I needed to see that instead of a jump cut, because now I don't feel the impact of her choice because we've skipped time. Like, skip time around the cuts, not in the cuts.
Steal.
No steal. All right. Let's show her.
He was honest.
51. You're now eliminated.
That sucked.
Even though 54 just dodged a bullet, she is now faced with an elimination case.
Hi, 54, I am ready.
I'm honestly gonna tell you that in box number 7, it says eliminated.
I know you are giving my ticket out of here because you won't lie to me.
This is a tough decision. Steal or no steal.
And now I feel like there's a whole world sitting on my shoulders right now.
Oh no.
Steal.
Oh wow. Oh.
All right.
That was a good moment where, because of that line, I felt like he was gonna let her be eliminated.
Even though she said it has eliminate, you're gonna steal it?
That is what I said, yes. Steal.
Wow.
He's jumping on a grenade for her.
Do you believe her?
I do. I want the best for her. I mean, I'll see my grandchildren.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. That might be the most selfless thing I've ever witnessed in my life.
I feel like I'm gonna trip over this thing. You gave me the
That was nice.
choice I have made.
That was nice.
You have a chance to give something, give that to that person. And I did win. I met Howie Mandel.
And when faced with yet another elimination case, once again, she chose to tell the truth.
I'm just gonna tell you that it says eliminated.
No, I'm not going to steal it.
As the game neared its end,
So in the editing and the storytelling, we got set up with this false pretense of this being a really nice, beautiful moment, and we're really settling into it really, really nicely. There's a really nice rhythm towards it. It's kind of soft, it's kind of lovely, and then we just aggressively break it. Pull the rug right from under our feet. That was very funny. That's one of my favorite jokes so far in this.
Tell you that it says eliminated.
No, I'm not gonna steal it.
Oh, but there was a fucking vine, but fuck! I swear to God, if there's another vine boom in this video, I will destroy everything.
the last case on stage or steal 96's case.
No steal.
And because these are our final 2 briefcases, we're gonna take the drama up a notch and open them both at the same time.
So really, really simple detail here. All of these cameras are very, very far away. And we are getting this VO from Jimmy as well. And so it's actually kind of hard for it to be as engaging as we'd like it to be. I don't feel like I'm in the environment as much. And so one of the nice details that they've done is we're actually hearing the handling of the briefcases. Diegetic sound that they put in to help keep us inside the world.
For our final 2 briefcases, we're gonna take the drama up a notch and open them both at the same time.
That's a subtle detail, but it's keeping me engaged.
3, 2, 1.
You're staying. We're staying.
The 96-year-old lied.
I'm alive.
Oh, wow.
That is why he's.
I mean, I promised I would blow up everything, and I was really hoping there wasn't be another Vine Boom thing. Unfortunately, I don't have the budget to blow up everything.
Every single person left in this room, who do you trust the most?
47, 100%.
48 again. There's been lots of 48 still. He's going to be one of the final contestants.
When we got into this, it was entirely about, let's see how far the 2 of us can get. And if it ends up being the last 2 of us, that would be amazing. What's your strategy?
I don't have a strategy.
Since you cannot agree on who wins that
cute.
giant wad of cash over there,
See, there it is. Remember that shot I was talking about at the beginning? That's a much cooler shot.
that giant wad of cash.
Now I'm feeling the scale of that money.
You are now going to choose 4 people to eliminate from this competition. The way that you'll decide is simple. All of you will tell the room why you deserve the prize money. And as a group, you'll have to decide who is worthy and not worthy for continuing this challenge.
That was cool. That was cool. What that really worked is we actually had a moment to breathe to then contemplate what we're about to experience. So he's reiterating the stakes.
You'll have to decide who is
and then we get a music escalation, and we then get this graphic.
worthy and not worthy for continuing this challenge.
Wait, bang, 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 bang. And then the music swells up, do-do-do-do, and then we cut to $250,000. Great, so there's a reiteration of the stakes. All of these people had the chance to win this.
I've got a son who's got pretty significant special needs.
We leave everything back in our country, Philippines.
I have no health insurance. I have horrific neuropathy.
My cousin, she has lupus, so I want to help her. She has 3 little ones.
This is so hard, y'all. I also have an autistic nonverbal daughter who will be 7 at the end of the month. She needs so much work, and we've got so far to go.
Oh,
I'm crying for everybody. Breaks my heart.
This is
I
great.
want to give all my money away to everybody.
How can we possibly rank somebody's wishes and hopes
Yeah.
higher than anyone else's?
Great thesis of the conflict.
The money for 90 to 120 days on my mining platform.
It's so unfair to say, well, your charity's not as important as this or that. It doesn't seem fair.
Almost lost his business during the pandemic.
We'll go
Great
one at a time for who's not moving on.
Great intercutting.
Let's start with the obvious.
To my daughter, because I'm living with her. She took me in when I...
This is getting harder and harder the longer it goes. Let's make our decision and move on because it's not getting any easier.
So brilliant that you started the conflict with that soundbite.
How can we possibly rank somebody's wishes and hopes higher than anyone else's?
And now everything is underneath that context. Whoever came up with the idea to be intercutting people's stories with that conflict, it's such great cutting here. That was excellent.
Now it is time for all of you to decide who will stay and who will go.
I don't know what to do.
Let's start with 61.
The people on this side of the room have decided on 61.
Wow.
Who was it?
Great. That was fun. Nice dramatic irony. We all knew.
Who's next?
There we go. Great. And then you cut to Tariq shaking his head like he saw it. This could have happened at any point. Tariq could have been reacting to something else, but you had him shaking his head next to 96, and he put that there. That's the big rule here. Reactions, and we got it.
That's 3 votes for 72 and 2 votes for 41. The deciding factor here, who did you vote for?
72. Do it now.
Oh, hello.
I voted for 72.
That means 72 received a majority of votes. I'm sorry. You are eliminated.
Only one person gets that money.
Unfortunately, we knew we had to make some cuts at some point.
It's now time to play the game.
Yep.
Attention, final contestant.
Excellent. What's been really good about all of this is that the beginning of this video had really, really high scale. Like, it was quite fast, it was very aggressive, there was so much going on, the music was very loud, the cuts were very fast, there was a lot of action happening. What's good about all of that is that we're trying to get audiences in, and so we kind of have to be very efficient with the story that you're telling, and so in a way you kind of have to do that with sort of action editing. And so by overloading them with so much story context, we kind of want to know the result. But then once we have that and essentially spend 10 to 15 minutes creating that, we can now spend the rest of the video really taking our time. And that's what's really good about this.
It is now time to reveal the biggest twist in this whole video. For the first time since this video began, you may now exit your cubes. I promise you will not be eliminated. And make your way down to the giant cube for your final challenge.
Wait, I was just in a cube.
As I've been saying this entire video, the decision of who wins this money is ultimately up to you. We're gonna throw an hour up on the screen, and when that hits 0, whoever's left in this cube will win the $250,000. And if for some reason there's more than one person, boys, come on out.
Hello.
You'll notice Mac and Tariq are holding flamethrowers, and they will not hesitate to engulf this money in flames if that timer hits 0. Time is ticking. Best of luck.
Only one of us is walking away with that money.
I feel like there is not one person here above anyone else.
Amen.
That goes from 1 to 100.
We all deserve this money.
So we're in essentially the final few minutes. We're in a brand new tone of the video that we've never experienced before. This sort of inquisitive tension music here is very good.
It's not deserve, it's win the game. Thoughts?
If we cannot agree in one person, then we gotta find.
So what's also very good here is they cut to that wide shot, and then we have that J cut underneath of the dialogue. It's a really good signal that we're skipping time a little bit just for us to focus on some of the most important parts of the conversation.
Is anyone willing to leave?
That is a fair question.
I just thought I'd throw that out there. Why not? We haven't discussed that.
Mm-hmm. So none of us want to leave.
Wait, oh, that was beautiful. Wait a minute.
I'd throw that out there. Why not? We haven't discussed that.
Mm-hmm. So none of us want to leave.
Oh, yes. That was beautiful. This is like a 2+2 moment. This is a realization of the moment. We realized alongside the contestants, and we felt that because of that really long beat.
We haven't discussed that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
So none of us want to leave.
Fantastic. That was the golden soundbite.
So none of us want to leave.
That is the North Star soundbite you need to highlight and set up with context. And so they set all of that up with the dialogue of them discussing and kind of overlapping each other a little bit.
Gotta find ways to get there.
Any ideas on that?
I would have much rather they told us what to do.
Is anyone willing to leave?
That is a fair question.
Throw that out there. Why not?
But then there's that moment of silence, and that moment of silence kind of feels ear-piercing. We now want it to be filled with something, and so we're now actively anticipating for the next line. And so we are listening far more intently.
We haven't discussed that.
Mm-hmm. So none of us want to leave.
Fantastic work there.
Quickly write down in paper what ranking looks like.
This is how it would look.
48's idea is pretty simple. Everyone chooses, in order, who they think deserves the money the most. And whoever appears at the top of all the lists the most consistently will win the money.
So it would just be one vote and we're done. That's ranked choice voting.
I say we do that.
Yeah, good. It's like, I'm actually so involved in this video, I've stopped noticing the editing. I'm just in the story. Fantastic.
You've come to a conclusion?
Yes.
Whenever you guys are ready, feel free to step out.
56 was in 5th place.
Oh, wow.
41 and 64 tied for 3rd.
Oh my God. Come on, sister. I need somebody to hold on to anyway.
And now it's come down to 47 and 48, who have had the strongest alliance in this whole video since the very first day. But as you know, only one of them can win this $250,000.
I came in 2nd.
Oh my God, great.
Our winner.
That's crazy. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
I wish we had another moment of like real-time reaction. Douche. Hold for 5 seconds. I swear, 5 seconds. Do cut to this shot. Wait. Huh? Wait, what's happening? I came in 2nd. Oh, I needed that journey. I didn't get that.
Congratulations, 47. You struggled to eliminate other players, you built the strongest alliance, and even until the very end, you fought for those around you.
Because so much has happened, it's very important to remind us of the journey that they had to earn this. And I felt like she has earned this.
That is why 100 people ultimately decided that that is your $250,000.
Wow.
And don't worry, all 4 of them are going to walk away with $10,000.
It's been absolutely amazing.
This is crazy.
47, we have one final surprise for you. Come on out.
Mommy! You made it, sweetie. I can finally help you, Mom. You have to help me.
This was definitely one of my favorite videos to film. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the video being longer than normal. We're testing longer content to prepare for our upcoming Amazon Prime show, which I'll...
Yep. Oh, you got me. You got me again. Ooh. Okay. I came into this ready to roast. Fantastic, effective storytelling. It's not about cutting things out and making it fast and overstimulating. It's about telling a good story. And if you can do that, you don't have to be over-editing. So throughout the entire video, there was many moments focused on 48. And every single scene that 48 was in, he had a reaction and a perspective to the experience. He was given significant screen time. And so you kind of have to do that, so when they're in the final round, you think that's the person that's going to win. But then on top of that, the whole time, we also had 47 just kind of sneaking underneath. She was always there, but she didn't feel like she was the major focus. But we had enough screen time for us to understand and justify her win. I think it's kind of removing a lot of my resentment towards Jimmy and giving me significant respect to the work that he is doing. Fantastic work. Jimmy and the team, everyone there, excellent work. This is what I want YouTube to be. So please make more of these. If you want to learn more about storytelling and editing, the link is in the description. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.